Have you ever wondered why you wake up with an exhausted feeling and your blood pressure index spiking abnormally, even though you ate and exercised very properly during the day? The root cause is rarely just due to age or aging. But in reality, there is an invisible enemy silently waiting for the lights to go out to act. And the worst part is, it happens right when you are sinking deep into sleep. Stop right now. Don't drink anything else before going to bed tonight until you hear this truth. Hello, I'm Dr. Kevin Carter. Let's take care of your health so you can keep living life on your own terms. Quick check. If you're watching this for your health, just drop a 1 in the comments. Let me tell you this. If in recent mornings you have felt anxious because your blood pressure doesn't go down, please don't blame yourself. You didn't do anything wrong. It's just that there is a secret about the body that you haven't been told. According to the natural 24-hour biological rhythm, where daytime is yang energy for activity, then nighttime should be quiet yin energy, the golden time for your cardiovascular system to fully unwind. However, a few seemingly harmless relaxing habits accidentally force your heart to work overtime in the dark. Let me tell you the story about Arthur, a man who did everything right during the day, but lost everything at night. Arthur lived a very normal and healthy life. He didn't eat fast food, always controlled his portions, and diligently walked every day. When he went for a checkup at the clinic at 2 p.m., all his indices were perfect. But every morning when he woke up, the number on the blood pressure monitor would spike unreasonably. Arthur felt discouraged and scared. He felt like he was fighting an invisible ghost. Perhaps you are also in a situation like Arthur, trying to do everything correctly, but the results are not as expected. If so, let me tell you this. The body is not opposing you at all. It is only desperately calling for help because it has to bear a harsh survival test that you don't even know about. This is completely a mechanical error in biological rhythm, not because you did anything wrong. The fact that you go to the clinic during the day and get good results is understandable, because standard checkups are designed under bright lights and cannot see through the truth happening at 3 a.m. Medicine calls this phenomenon non-dipper. Blood pressure does not drop at night. According to the natural rhythm of creation, your heart and blood vessels need deep rest at night to recover. When dawn comes, blood pressure simply steps up rhythmically from a low, gentle, and relaxed floor. But for those with this syndrome, the reality is much more tiring. Instead of stepping up from the floor, your blood pressure has to continue climbing from a ceiling that has already been high and tense throughout the long night. Imagine, your blood vessels at that time no longer have the ability to expand softly, but are stretched stiff like metal pipes, having to strain under the continuous water pressure pumped non-stop from the heart. The Ohasama study, one of the longest and most comprehensive investigations in the world on blood pressure, has confirmed that people who do not have a nighttime blood pressure drop period will face many times higher risk of cardiovascular events even when they are completely healthy during the day. Their hearts, instead of being recharged, are exhausted in the dark. All your daytime dieting efforts cannot compensate for this disruption. But don't worry too much, because the real culprit is not far away. It is right in your own kitchen, inside the familiar refrigerator at home. Let's see together what the first two imposters pretending to be good are that are silently stealing the peace of your sleep. The first drink we often turn to in order to soothe a long day is a small glass of wine, or a little alcoholic beverage. You think it will help you sleep easier, and in fact, it has an initial sedative effect. But wait, before I explain what really happens in your body at midnight, I want you to do a small physical test with me, lasting about 30 seconds, right at the chair you are sitting on. Raise one of your hands up to eye level. Now, clench your fingers into a tight fist and hold still for 10 seconds. Do you feel the tense pressure in your finger joints? Blood is being forced out of your palm. Now, lower your hand. Open your fingers wide and look closely at your pale palm. Count how many seconds it takes for the warm pink color of the blood flow to return completely. 1 second? 3 seconds? Or 5 seconds? Right now, please comment the number of seconds you just counted below the video so we can record the starting line together. And remember, don't be discouraged. The lower your score today, the more miraculous the improvement in the next 2 weeks will be. The delay of the blood flow when returning to the palm is the miniature image of what is happening to your entire blood vessel system at 1 a.m. when you drink alcohol. At first, alcohol makes you relax. But when the liver starts working at full capacity to metabolize it in the middle of the night, the sympathetic nervous system, your fight or flight alarm system, is suddenly awakened. Heart rate increases and blood vessels contract, stiffening exactly like your hand just clenched tightly, robbing your heart of its precious rest opportunity. The second deceiver in the refrigerator is even more surprising. Grapefruit juice. It looks like a symbol of a healthy lifestyle, but the truth is, grapefruit contains compounds that act as a grumpy gatekeeper, locking a type of enzyme in the intestine, preventing the blood pressure medications you are taking from breaking down properly. It makes your protective pill useless, or worse, accumulates in the blood to a dangerous level. Ironically, the glass of wine for relaxation and the glass of grapefruit juice for health are silently sabotaging your sleep. But listen to me, you drink them because you want to take good care of yourself. That is an innocent mistake stemming from self-love. You are not at fault at all. If you don't drink alcohol or grapefruit juice, don't breathe a sigh of relief yet. The next 2 drinks are really the most excellent hiders, wearing the perfect health angel cloak right in your kitchen. The next deceiving drink is herbal tea. You think herbal means peaceful, but many current detox teas actually contain extremely large amounts of hidden caffeine. The fourth familiar one, fruit juice. A glass of orange juice or apple juice you drink every evening is full of sugar. This sugar, when entering the blood, will immediately call the stress hormone cortisol to wake up. Imagine, sugar is like you blowing an alarm whistle straight into the blood vessels right when the heart and the quiet room of the lungs need rest the most. But please don't torment yourself. The natural or good for health labels have deceived all of us. How could you know the mechanism of insulin or cortisol when you were just drinking the fruit juice that your parents gave you when you were little? You are not at fault. You are only trying to do what you believe is best for the body. Starting tonight, instead of relying on those artificially healthy labeled drinks to find sleep, I want to guide you a very effective natural method. This is a calming breathing exercise, a wonderful combination between Western medicine and the Eastern art of qi regulation. How to do it? Right now, sit up straight or lie down comfortably. Inhale deeply through the nose for 4 counts. Hold the breath for 4 counts. Then slowly exhale through the mouth very gently for 6 counts. Repeat this cycle 3 times. Mechanism. When you lengthen the exhale, Western science proves you are directly activating the parasympathetic nervous system, extinguishing excess cortisol. From the Eastern perspective, you are directing qi downward, releasing pressure, helping blood vessels relax. Warning: if you feel dizzy or short of breath, do not force holding your breath. You only need to inhale deeply and exhale slowly according to your own ability. It's time to stop guessing. Right at the relaxing chair you are sitting on, we will do a small test together. We will remove the healthy daytime mask to look at the real face of blood pressure at dawn. Tomorrow, measure your blood pressure at 2 p.m., when the body is most relaxed. Then, the next morning, right when you just wake up and before getting out of bed, measure it again. Carefully record and compare these two numbers. Western medicine proves blood pressure follows a 24-hour rhythm and must hit its lowest level around 2 to 4 a.m. If the morning index is always higher than at 2 p.m., the non-dipper blood pressure phenomenon is really happening. Instead of rhythmically stepping up from a gentle floor, your cardiovascular system is struggling to climb from a ceiling that has already been tense. From the Eastern perspective, the active yang energy of the day has completely overwhelmed the quiet yin time. If you see the early morning results spiking, please absolutely do not panic. And most importantly, please do not get angry with your doctor. Standard daytime checkups are designed so they cannot catch the culprit at 3 a.m. The bright lights of the clinic cannot tell the story happening in the dark. Please rest assured that your body is very forgiving. It is always ready to self-heal as soon as it is given the right tools. Before we move on to the next important method, please take a second to press the like button. This action helps the video reach other elderly people who are silently struggling with this condition. Now we have named the enemy. But instead of panicking and worrying, I will show you a secret weapon with the brilliant ruby red color of nature, helping to soothe blood vessels from deep inside. That secret weapon is not in any expensive medicine. Let's go back to Arthur. When he realized nighttime drinks were the culprit, he took a very simple turning point, applying the remove one, add one rule. Instead of trying to quit the habit suddenly and leaving an empty void before sleep, we will replace it. Imagine your blood vessels right now are stretched stiff like a metal pipe. If we use force to make it expand, it will get damaged. But if we warm it and soften it gradually from the inside, the flow will automatically become smooth. Arthur did not need any new Western medicines at all. Sometimes, the boundary between a dangerous morning and a healthy dawn is just removing one wrong drink and adding one correct habit. Healing always comes from simplicity. You are completely not at fault for accidentally drinking the wrong way, and now fixing it is extremely gentle. To prepare for this replacement, I want you to combine a massage action before sleep. Use your thumb and index finger to gently pinch the rim of the ear. Start rubbing slowly in circles, pulling along from the top of the ear rim down to the earlobe. Do it continuously, very gently for about 2 minutes, until you feel your ears gradually warming up. Medical studies have proven that rubbing the ear rim directly stimulates the vagus nerve, immediately ordering the sympathetic system to stop the alarm so the body can rest. At the same time, according to Eastern medicine philosophy, the ear rim is a miniature meridian map. Warming the ears will help clear qi blood, completely releasing pressure. If you have finger joint pain, Use the palm to gently rub around the ear. Absolutely do not use strong pressing force. And the correct drink to go with it is a wonderful gift from Mother Earth. The wonderful gift from Mother Earth that I just mentioned is pure beetroot juice. This is not just a harmless folk remedy passed by word of mouth, but a pure biochemical miracle working for you. About 45 to 60 minutes before sleep, drink 120 to 180 milliliters of pure beetroot juice with absolutely no added sugar. This timing is extremely important because the body needs that many minutes to metabolize the nutrients, perfectly matching the moment you sink into deep sleep. If you dislike the earthy taste, you can squeeze in a little fresh lemon or add a few thin slices of ginger to warm the spleen and stomach according to Eastern balancing principles. Absolutely do not mix in any sugars or sweet fruits because sugar will wake up insulin, call cortisol, and completely break the relaxation cycle. Beetroot is extremely rich in natural nitrates. When entering the body, it converts into nitric oxide. Imagine, nitric oxide is like a silent mechanic diligently going along the artery walls at night. This worker gently massages the tense, smooth muscles, helping blood vessels soften, relax, and expand so the flow circulates smoothly. A breakthrough study in the medical journal Hypertension by Kapil and colleagues affirms, supplementing natural nitrates helps significantly reduce clinical blood pressure, especially exerting the strongest protective effect at night. Although beetroot is benign, because of its very effective vasodilating ability, you need to pay special attention. If you are taking prescribed Western blood pressure medication, this combination sometimes makes blood pressure drop too low. Start with a small amount to listen to your body, and best to inform your doctor about this habit so they can adjust the medication dose if needed. This drink is ready, but your body still needs one final arrangement before closing your eyes. Right now, while sitting on the edge of the bed, before you curl up and lie on your side to sleep, I want you to activate the body's second heart with me. Eastern medicine considers the calves as the blood pumping station that reduces the load on the heart. Are you ready? Sit up straight. Place both feet on the floor. Let's start. Rise onto toes. Lower is 1. Rise onto toes. Lower is 2. Rise onto toes. Lower is 3. Right now, as I am counting the rhythm with you, I start to feel the soles of my feet and calves warming up. My heart rate increases a little, but the beating feels very gentle, clean, and my chest is opening wide to welcome new, nourishing air. Rise onto toes. Lower is 4. Rise onto toes. Lower is 5. Very good. Let's stop here. If you are not used to exercising, I remind you of this. Don't force yourself to start with 20 or 30 reps. Throughout the first week, you only need to do exactly 5 reps every evening. Only 5 reps. This super small amount will help you completely eliminate the feeling of procrastination and reduce the pressure of failure. After the blood flow has been cleared, now is the time for you to lie down. Lean your body to the left side. Western science proves that lying on the left side significantly reduces mechanical pressure on the aorta, exactly like you just lifted a heavy rock off the highway, helping the flow circulate smoothly. It also perfectly combines with the yin-yang balancing principle. It will take about a week for you to get used to this new position. If tonight you accidentally roll over to lie on your back, please don't worry. You didn't do anything wrong. Tomorrow night, Your heart will patiently remind you again. Besides this wonderful sleeping position, I want to give you a few reward tips. Extremely small lifestyle changes, but creating a giant shield for your heart. First, let's talk about the TV in the living room, or the smartphone. Is your habit to watch the evening news or familiar entertainment programs before sleep? The modern world always forces us to stick to the screen, but the blue light from them silently suppresses melatonin, an important hormone that helps regulate blood pressure. Try to keep the phone and TV remote away about 30 minutes before going to bed. Imagine turning off the screen is exactly like you carefully pulling a soft velvet curtain to cover your nervous system, signaling the body that it is time to retreat to the quiet yin energy zone to rest. Second, apply the front-loading tactic, also known as front-loading. Drink most of your water in the morning and noon. For example, right when you enjoy your familiar breakfast with toast or cereal. Then gradually reduce in the evening. According to Eastern philosophy, daytime is when yang qi is most active, helping the body metabolize water optimally. This helps you avoid nighttime urges to urinate, stealing your sleep, fully protecting the cardiovascular system's recovery cycle. One more small tip right on your relaxing sofa. Drop the habit of crossing your legs and apply the 20-20 rule. Crossing legs folds the large blood vessel pipes, accidentally pushing reverse pressure back to the heart. Instead, every 20 minutes of watching TV, spend 20 seconds moving your feet or rhythmically rising onto your toes. Placing both feet firmly on the floor not only helps blood flow naturally according to gravity, but also brings balance and relaxation to the body. You can also consider adding magnesium glycinate to support sleep if needed. Does it sound like a lot to remember? Please don't worry or create extra burden for yourself. Don't try to do all the methods every day. Just choose 2 things that feel most natural to you. Persistence is more important than quantity. The fact that you can't put down the phone right away or sometimes forget to drink water is extremely understandable. Your body is very forgiving. It does not demand perfection. It only needs you to listen and will cherish even the smallest effort. Arthur did it, and his morning numbers finally changed. The ghost he once feared has completely disappeared. Now, it's your turn. We often pay too much attention to what happens during the day and forget that the heart never goes on vacation. It is an organ that works non-stop 24 hours, and therefore, it fully deserves a complete 24-hour care strategy. When you want to regain peace for your sleep and protect your heartbeat, always remember the priority order of healing. First, start from the lifestyle foundation. Eliminate the drinks that deceive the body. Reduce blue light from screens and gently roll over to lie on the left side. Next, awaken the recovery ability with natural remedies. For example, the miracle of relaxing blood vessels from a glass of pure beetroot juice, or the soothing of magnesium minerals. Finally, Western medicine is only the last safety net to consider, not the sole priority choice when you have not yet given the body a chance to self-adjust. Tonight, before closing your eyes, I want you to look back at what drink is placed on the small table next to your bed. The boundary between an anxious morning and a healthy dawn sometimes does not require any complicated process at all. It is simply you gently removing one wrong habit and embracing one correct habit. Just by tidying up the night, your morning will automatically change in the best direction. Remember that your body is extremely miraculous and always forgiving. It is only waiting for you to give it the right tools to self-heal. I am Dr. Kevin Carter. Maybe keep this video to yourself, but if someone you care about is quietly struggling, this could really help them. And make sure to watch this next episode. I've picked this one especially for you. Definitely watch. See you there.